India observes August 14 as Partition Horrors Remembrance Day. It is a tribute to the millions who suffered the communal violence and chaos that erupted after the British left the country. By many accounts, the migration of the people from India to Pakistan and vice versa is the largest mass exodus in recorded history. Our next report takes a look at how a newly independent India managed the resettlement of millions of migrants who came in from Pakistan. Celebrations on freedom from British rule were marred by widespread communal violence. The partition of India came alongside independence. The creation of an Islamic state of Pakistan and a secular India triggered mass movement of people in and out of both the nations, and the migrations were not voluntary in many cases. Millions were forced out of their ancestral homes. An estimated 1 million people were killed on the way, but many managed to cross over. The government of newly independent India not only had the mammoth task to putting an end to communal violence and establish peace, it also had to resettle millions of migrants who came in from Pakistan. Many Hindus and Sikhs fleeing West Punjab were directed to refugee camps that were created around Delhi. Vast cities of tents grew up on these plains. 200 such camps were erected to house waves of migrants, which sometimes went up to 20,000 a day. Helping the state in their effort was a network of Indian and foreign social workers, the United Council for Relief and Welfare. The refugees were not only housed and fed by the government of India, but they were also clothed and kept entertained. Camps were all but a temporary arrangement. The refugees needed permanent homes and productive work. A massive migration had also taken place the other way, into Pakistan from India. So the first place to resettle the refugees was on land vacated by Muslims in the eastern part of Punjab. The Transvaal populations, which had been the greatest mass migration in history, now morphed into the biggest land resettlement operation in the world. To begin with, each family of refugee farmers was given an allotment of 4 hectares, regardless of its holding in Pakistan. Loans were advanced to buy seed and equipment. While cultivation commenced on these temporary plots, applications were invited for permanent allotments. While the bulk of migrants from West Punjab were farmers, there were also many who were artisans, traders, and laborers. To accommodate them, the government built brand new townships like Faridabad near Delhi. But similar arrangements could not be made in Bengal, where those migrating to East Pakistan were far less than those coming in. So less and less land and houses were available to the refugees. Here, the migrants had to fight Government of India and Bengal. Through refugee associations in prolonged movements, the settlement of the refugees was one of the biggest challenges that the newly independent India faced. It remains one of the biggest success stories of the early days of India's independence. Bureau Report, WION, World is One. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.